to the Toledo Rockets, as we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Bowling Green Falcons, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Toledo Rockets. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Falcons will kick it away to start. Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff.
On the double.
Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. They'll go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8.
Moves.
Wants to go up top. Finds the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing there.
And the Rockets come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Caught close to the marker, it's Finley. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
Cut. Spider.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Got a man, it's Finley. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
Motion from the back. Wants to throw it. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. The Rockets are moving quickly down the field. Might be changing the route. Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws toward the end zone. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And they'll close in on on him after a good return on the interception.
Excellent job by this defense. You know they watched the tape last week. This offense was humming. They were clicking. They were in rhythm. You knew they would be aggressive, and they are in the first drive. Great discipline in the back end. Shows up, shows out, and creates the first takeaway of this football game.
This offense is stuck way back in its own end of the field. Wants to throw on first down. He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
Returners only get so many chances in a game. You really want to maximize. You want to take it to the house. You want to make those big plays. But a lot of times you forget about that small detail of securing the football. He gave it up, but thank goodness he didn't turn it over.
Guys, let's see what Toledo can get done on offense this time. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Hammers ahead for a yard out to the 12.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run play action. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
All right, I like the aggressiveness. I want to be aggressive as a play caller when I'm coming out of my own end zone, when I got a little bit of space to throw the football. And you could tell they wanted to be aggressive, wanted to take a shot. Defense was ready, locked them down, but thank goodness, still had a little space left.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Rockets will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency there.
Then try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together, get some good mojo going.
This is a designed run. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
The corners are walked up tight. From the gun. Buys a little time. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, BG. When you're handed a break, With unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter.
Let's go.
Looking to throw on first down. He's got it down the middle. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the quarter, and Bowling Green has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work.
Griffin. Green 25.
To the air on first down. Got his man on the right. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
The Rockets can really attack on this second and short.
Cut it. 42 Spider. 4-2 Spider. Belly stutter.
Back to pass. Under fire. It's complete on the right side. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And the Rockets have it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
He wants to change this route. Gonna look downfield again. Unloads to the wideout. Zips it out to his man. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Kill.
Give to the running back. Only a short gain on that run. Defense played it well.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6.
Cricket.
Looking to fire. He's got him. And he's brought down after a nice gain. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12.
Well, as soon as he got outside the pocket, the defense smelled blood in the water. Everybody started pursuing, and how about the big hit on the QB outside the pocket? At that point, he's a runner. He's not getting protected anymore. Nice job. He felt that one.
Got it.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down.
Lasso.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll move the wide receiver. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
Slab.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Caught in the backfield. It's Finley. And as we get deep in this first half, a first and goal and a chance to take the lead before the break.
Black 24. Black Igloo. Igloo. Highland.
Wants to pass. Under fire. And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one back.
They'll try to dial up a better one this time on second and goal from the 5. Wants to go up top. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Rush is on him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
You have to understand at home, it's really hard for a head coach to kick a field goal at this juncture after such a long drive. So many first downs. You've gotten right down to the doorstep. Fourth down, you want to be able to pay this thing off and punctuate this drive with a touchdown.
Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. Absolutely center cut. That slices the lead to 2. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Texas is trailing, but they are within striking distance. Kind of like when Major Applewhite turned a huge deficit in the 2001 Holiday Bowl into a win. Maybe today is deja vu. It's still a one-score game. They're trailing by 8 to Tennessee. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this Big 12 Clash of the Titans, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Finds his big tight end. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Tight ends nowadays, they're oversized wide receivers. They run routes like wide receivers. They make people miss now in space. They're guys that are now featured in offenses where in the past that wasn't the case.
Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the big fella. They'll say he goes out of bounds, mark it at the 46. And the Falcons racing to the line in the hurry-up. Wide receiver comes in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Rolling, throwing, looking right. He's got it. Touchdown, Falcons. A great catch and run for 6.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead.
That makes the score Bowling Green 14, Toledo 5.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Gets the back moving. He might want another play. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Here comes the heat. Going to take a shot. Reels it in down the left side. Running free. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
You know, there's a lot of communication when it comes to defenses. Like, you have to talk, have to understand if somebody does this, I have to do this, I have to pass off wide receivers. Apparently, the communication.
Beck's going for the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Rockets.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
And they had the extra point to finish the drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. The returner will field it and bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to buy time. Now he'll throw back into the middle. He's got it along the sideline. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
Looking downfield on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Catch inside the 25. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. Wants to throw on first down. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. It's picked off, and that's number 10.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw on first down. He's looking deep. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
One more snap coming before halftime.
Easy. Ready,
The give to the back. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Rockets will kick it off to start the second half. A rather inauspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense. The give out of the gun. He has the first and still on his feet. There he goes. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
To the air on first down. Finds his big tight end. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat.
It's hard for an offense to win when you get in predictable situations. What a great job understanding where the first down marker is. I got to get a big gain, got to get that first down. Nice job, great nose for the first down.
They'll dial up the run on first and goal. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Bowling Green.
Man, it's nice to be an offensive coordinator when you have this offense because you can just call a couple plays, do what we need to do, make big plays, go down the field, put points on the board. This offense, man, they putting drives together like this could be a scary unit.
The extra point is good, and they have a 9-point lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Rockets offense is back on the field. Making side adjustments here. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
Ready up. Spire.
Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Showing the arm strength down the left side. Makes a grab on the shot. Finds a seam. Touchdown, Toledo. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And I think it's pretty clear. They went into the half and said, we're getting the ball and we're going to be aggressive. And how about the aggressive shot down the field? Play one of the second half to start it, and he goes all the way to the end zone. That is how you start a half fast.
Ready to try the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Big one in the Big 12, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Texas is down right now, but there is still a ton of football to be played. And for a program that ranks inside the top 10 all-time in wins, don't be surprised if they come back. They're trailing by just 4 to Tennessee. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, you'll hear about it here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Leaves it with the back. Can't get him to the ground. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy because that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
Wants to go up top on first down. On the move, he fires. Grabbed in the middle, it's Campbell. The spin, still on his feet. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, BG. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Toledo has the ball. Here comes the offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. They're going to throw it to start the drive. He rifles one deep to the left. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Well, the offense trying to be aggressive. They're throwing the go ball down the sideline. Just a better job in coverage defensively forces the incomplete.
Behind the chains now on second and long.
Acorn. 29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Quarterback making adjustments. He'll try it again on second and 10. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field.
Set, ready. Cooler 18. Cool 20.
Leaves it with the back. Breaks into the open. So much change of direction. He's down to the 23.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Falcons in a good spot here with second and short.
Wing. 221 wing. Run. Run.
Back to pass. Firing to the right, complete. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
On first and 10, trying to strike from the 15.
Banner. Ready, go.
They'll leave it with the lone back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
brings up second down.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down.
Fly trumpet. Music now. Music now. Come on.
Looking to fire. Now he's going to break the pocket. Looking for the score. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. Knocked down at the 3, and he was trying to take that interception to the house.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the Rockets backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on first down. To the ground with the back. Tried to get them a little breathing room, and they're still suffocating in their own end.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Second down, he'll throw it. Fires complete on the crosser. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
Looking to throw on first down. Got his man in the middle. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
The Rockets with myriad options after that big pickup on first down.
Here we go.
Wants to fire on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Yoder. Hard running there. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32. That's the end of the period. Bowling Green is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one.
Cricket.
Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw again. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
Tight end now in motion. Might be calling a hot route. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
All right, that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Sends it back in motion. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Got his man. He'll be stopped right at the 40-yard line, and do they dare try to convert from their own territory on 4th down?
Coming up.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Man, on 4th and 2, I'm looking at my offensive line. I'm like, you got to give me just a little slither. Great job by the offensive line, blocking up just enough to get the first down, running physically downhill. That's all you want on those 4th and 2 situations.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Finley across the 45. He'll work his way down to the 28. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Rockets getting set on 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
It's now 3rd down.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. He'll be out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 24.
And they get the completion and they get out of bounds, which is obviously important to stop the clock. But what's really important now is it's 4th down. And that made it more manageable. But obviously the clock is not as important as making sure you get this 4th down conversion.
Not a chance. Missed it. Opportunity to crawl within a touchdown, but the missed field goal leaves us with a 9-point game.
Toledo, 19.
Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Turning it on. Lowers those pads. He's at the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Falcons.
Bowling Green.
As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
They'll wrap him up, and he didn't find the same kind of running room this time as he did on the previous play.
That keeps the score. Bowling Green.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for blockers. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, let's see what Toledo can get done on offense this time. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football, tackle, and don't give up the big plays.
Pocket breaking down. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back. They're dealing with a second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
He wants to throw it again. Here's the pressure. Takes a hit as he fires. Complete in the middle. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. The Rockets are flying down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly complete. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. They want to get this defense on its heels. Back to pass on 2nd down. The short hands, it's Yoder. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
And the offense showing off this short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to kick.
Looking for the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The offense changing the play. Gonna sling it on 2nd down. Throws toward the end zone. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
You just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion, now setting up 3rd down, you've still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions have them staring at 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Oh, that slithered right through his fingers and would have been his second interception of the game. Instead, it's 4th down.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds in this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Makes the grab. He will not get it. A 4th down stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation when you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by several possessions, eat clock, get out of here with a W.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. Gonna let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
And the Falcons are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. It's complete. It's a game of 1st downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
It's all about critical downs and distances on defense. You want to be great unit defensively, you've got to be good on 3rd down and in the red zone. For this defense, giving up a 3rd down like that is just a gut punch.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving.
Let's go.
They want to run this quarterback. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
I mean, sometimes you overthink it. Sometimes running the football on 3rd and short with the lead is not the worst thing in the world. Keep that clock ticking. But now decided to go for it, setting up a 4th down. And this looks like a situation where you should punt the football.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Trying to burn this defensive back. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. To the air on 1st down. He tries to take the top off. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees call it.
Gorilla. Jackrabbit.
Might be changing the route.
Dino. Longer. Dino. Ready, go.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. And the pass will be incomplete, looking for a little window dressing at the end, but the ball game is over. There is a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. And David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.